Hello and welcome to the RPG that is the real Phil G, coming to you with another episode of Space Engineers. Okay, so I know that I said that I was going to wait for everyone's responses on whether I was going to continue with this base or if I was going to make a moon base or not. So I decided I'm not going to waste any time. I'm still going to make another episode this week, and depending on what your responses will be on last week's episode, which is premiering today, uh, I will adjust what I'm going to do on next week's episode. But in preparation for everything, I'm going to show you everything that I've done in the last couple days because it has been a busy, busy time between episodes. I realized that I'm not wanting to record the same episode for you guys every hour, so I'm gonna skip through a lot of the stuff that I did between episodes, which was mostly mining, finding resources, hauling it all back to the asteroid base, which, as you can see, I am back at the asteroid base. So I want to say last episode I left off, I was leaving the moon's gravity and making my way there, back to the asteroid base. I was able to find a lot of uranium on the way back, and I did mark the locations that I found. Um, so I got a full load, both my cargo containers full of uranium, and then I made it back to the base. Now, meanwhile, I did a couple other things. First of all, you may notice that the cockpit has been switched out. This was the cockpit I was talking about a couple episodes back. I liked it because you've got the screens all the at the top of the screen there, so that way if I'm using the mod like the radio spectrometer, I can see that without having to move things around on my screen. I did have to do a few other changes. I put this line of what do you call these? The conveyor junctions to hook them up. I'm gonna put one down this side too, and I think what I want to do is I'm gonna add two more drills. So that way it's four drills total. And I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it the separation like it is right now to where they're one away, but I'm just gonna do them down here closer towards the bottom of the cockpit. I also added three lights on the top, and then I added some more thrusters because I noticed I was starting to slug a little bit when it comes to going forward. I did also move the H2O2 to the front, and now that's directly connected into the cockpit. And then I also, as you can see, added another cargo container. So a lot of work on Dopey. I think actually I'm gonna call this Dopey 2.0 at this point because it is completely different. And I need to go ahead and make a blueprint eventually. Let me see if I can do that now. Is it Control B if I remember correctly? Aha! There's Dopey right there. Yeah. All right, cool. So I made a Dopey blueprint. Yay. Um, let's never done anything with blueprints, so don't mind me. I don't know what I have going on here as far as anything else, but there's my Dopey blueprint. Okay. So next up, we've got our large grid over here. Now, I was able to finish up all of the thrusters. I did end up adding directions in every way for Ion. I have two forwards, two backwards, and upwards. I'm sorry, four forwards, four backwards, and four up and down for the hydrogen. 4 forwards, 4 backwards, and then 2 up and 2 down. That's what it is. So total of 6 thrusters on each side for hydrogen, and then a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the for the ion thrusters on each side. Uh, and I know it looks funny the way that it's all planned out, but I do have ideas on what I want to do. Uh, First and foremost is I want to move the gun, the turret, and I want to put it to where it's like closer to the top side on up here. And what I was thinking was is I'll probably do a conveyor tube and then do a T junction right here, like right before the edge of this battery or these thrusters, and then have it come up and follow around. And then that way I can put one right here on this side, one underneath. Do the same thing on the other side. And then one other thought I had was I've got this port right here for the hydrogen thruster, which I believe I can still use as a pass through. So maybe I'll do like a port through here, and then on top of here, mounting a an artillery turret or something like something bigger guns, but high enough to where it goes above of this, but underneath of that, so that way, kind of a little bit big on both sides. And then I have some ports on the top of this, and then I think there's one on that. And I'm gonna do a way to where they're lined up in the middle here, and then I'll have a big gun up at the front, big gun back here in the back. I'm thinking that it's gonna be there's gonna be quite a bit of weapons on it. Then I'll have obviously some room at the front. But I think that's like I'm either gonna like that's the plan right now for arming this up. And I do want to check one more thing because what else was it? There was something else I thought I did. I know I talked about putting the I don't think I talked about it, but I do have uranium in here. So yay, I got that. Um and I want to say I'm done processing pretty much everything. Let me check. Refineries. I'm still working on some platinum, which is going to take forever. Looks like I'm working on some stone on that one. Actually, let me just do all the platinum on this one. Move that there. That can come up there. And now that can go there. All right. So yeah, that's the last little bit of platinum I have to refine. I don't believe I have any other unmined or unprocessed ores. Yeah, just that little bit of platinum left, which is, I mean, I don't know if that's the case for platinum that it always takes forever. I feel like between platinum and cobalt, like you're sitting there forever for that stuff to process, even with like, well, I guess with speed mods it'd be a little bit faster, unless if you have like dedicated refineries. But I think what I want to do in this episode today is I want to actually build a grinder welder. So I've had some thoughts on how I want to do this, and I think I'm just gonna do like another version of Dopey, but instead of having just like I don't know. I think it's going to be mostly like this. But instead of just the drills, it'll be uh, one side will be grinders and the other side will be welders, I guess. I've seen some things like there's been other people that have had it to where it's like on a hinge, so you can swap between grinding and welding whenever you want. I've seen where people have two cockpits and they literally just get out of one side and move to the other, which both of those are cool. Um, I kind of like the hinge idea more than anything. But I feel like that's still kind of harder to control. Um, but I think that's what I might do. Or I'll just do like one side welding, one side grinding. I mean, it's not that hard to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see what we can get though. Let's start with we're gonna do over here. And I think what I want to start with is my G menu. Haha. Let's start with a connector. And then from here, I'm going to we'll have the machine weld up here. More components cannot be put into production. Why not? Why won't it put it into production? I don't understand what's going on. Like, I've been having issues lately with making things on here, and I don't know if I like press the button and it's just permanently on there and just doesn't want to cooperate. I'm not sure, but it feels like the game is out to get me. I don't want to do that. Let's start out here. We'll start with the cockpit, and then we'll need batteries. Thrusters. Let's do conveyors. Yeah. Get rid of that. We'll do storage. Cargo. There we go. All right. So there we go. And was it control? Yeah. Why won't it let me? I need interior plates. Okay. Thought I had some, so maybe I do. I do. Let's get steel plates while we're at it.
Energy low.
Of course it is. I just started the game. Why wouldn't it be low? Okay. So I've got that right there. And what I'm thinking of, I'll do two like that. That way I have plenty of room. They're connected by the middle connector. And then let's see. I think I'm gonna need to do that. And then let's see, number 6 is my cargo. I've not used this one yet. And I'm not gonna, because it looks like I would have to really offset that, and I don't think that would look too great. Let me see. Oh, I don't... If I don't put that on there, I can do this directly to it. But then I'm like working in a weird angle, I think. So yeah, let's switch it. I don't necessarily need that one. I think I can actually just use the regular connector on this. Yeah, just like that. Let's weld all this up and see what we got. Come on, don't keep moving. What is going on here? I do not understand why I can't put anything into production anymore. Is there a button that I have that's turned on? Why is it doing that? Put that. Let's do cargo. 1, 2. And then what else do I have? I'm really starting to get frustrated with this game. I don't understand why it tells me that I pulled everything out of production when I obviously didn't. Like, am I messing something up and I'm not realizing it? If anyone sees anything, please feel free to help, because I don't understand what I've done wrong. Alright, so I know that you can't pass steel plates through large ports, or through small ports. So I think from here what I'll do is, this is where I bring out these guys. I wonder if... I don't want to do one like that. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Cannot withdraw. So, cannot be put into production. Don't get it. Let's look. See, it's leaving things in here that it's not supposed to. Got that. Still need that. Don't need that. Let's do grinder. Okay, that's got grinder and the welder on it. Is there anything else that I need? Well, let's put a gyroscope there, I guess. I didn't think I'd be able to put a gyroscope the way that it was showing me that I could. I guess I could add, what you call it, lights. But before we do that, let's do this guy here. Yeah. Grinder. And then this side will be welder. All right. And we'll get both of these. Urgh. Let's do lights. There we go. Do both of them on there just to see our options. And then on here, production, go over here, grinder, welder. What else was it? Gyroscope. What was that last thing? Oh. Because of buggy, that's why it comes up. I was trying to figure out why did that come up when I started typing gyroscope. Alright, let's get all of this out of here. Oh, I only put one in there, didn't I? Production. G-line. Of course it's low. It's always low. It's just the way I like it. Low. Alright. Let's see about putting batteries on this guy. I think what I'll do... 7. I think I can just plop one right there and right there. And that'd be good. I don't need much when it comes to batteries for this. And then let's add them to the build planner. What else do I have to add? Should probably add a connection. I'm gonna do that on the back. Steel plate. Do I have anything else? No. Alright, well. I know I'm probably gonna short something when I put this on here, but let's see. Let's build up these batteries first. Of course, I don't have everything. This game is so frustrating. How many steel tubes? I know it says 2, but I don't trust it anymore. Yeah, that's all I need is 2. Alright, and now comes all of the engines. Let's see how we do this. 8. Let's start with one like that. I don't like that engine. I like these ones. Do one like that. I guess we could go on both sides. And then we'll do small ones. Where's the... There we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's flip them around. 1, 2, 3. They lined up. They look like they would be. Yeah. And then we'll do some braking ones on both sides. 1, 2. And then we'll do 1, 2 on that side. So we got left. Oh, I gotta fix this one. This one's not right. So left, forward, backwards. We just need up and down, I guess. And then... Oh, I know what I can do for up and down. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1. Why won't you let me place? I need steel plate. Ay. Production. Let's do... I don't want too many right now. I'm just placing these guys. Alright, so up, down, left, and right. with the big ones for forward thrust. I think I need to probably put 2 more braking ones. Because I think braking is more important than... Is that the right direction? Yeah. I feel like braking is going to be more important, especially when it comes to like welding stuff up. Alright. So let's see. I don't even know why I am doing this, but let's keep trying. Eventually it's going to work. Let's see what happens. Does not put it into production. I wish I knew what that was. Alright, we got thrusters. Do, 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 do. These are like the small ones, right? Does it say? Oh, it's not a large, is it? Fuck it. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll start with that. Okay, that one is done. That one is not done. All that got one thruster done. What do I have in my inventory at this point?
Energy low.
Of course, it's only been like 5 minutes. Let's see how much of this goes. Da, 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 da. I need large steel tubes. So let's whoops, wrong button. Production, we'll put 100 of those in. I know I don't need that many, but let's just try to get them out. Is that all I needed was large steel tubes? Yeah, that's all I need now is large steel tubes. I know I just made a bunch. Where'd they go? I think that's all I need. I know it's only 2, but I'd rather have too many than not enough. Alright, I think that is all of the thrusters. Let's see. Control. Okay. Looks like thrusters are on in all directions. Oh, nope, I need some more right here. I need construction components. Oh, how did I miss these guys altogether? Do I have anything else on me? Some thruster components. Alright. Let's put all that back. And then I will pilot this into the connection. Oh wow. Come on, turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Wrong way. Let's get it right on so that I can see. Alright. Let's put this in the bottom. Uh, switch lock. And let's go ahead and switch lock. All right, cool. Now I can charge the batteries. Meanwhile, I need to do my groups and everything. So let's bring that up. Control panel. I wish there was a way uh, to just see the blocks that you're on. All right, battery and battery. Call that uh, utility batteries. Okay, we got the connector. So we'll call this utility thrusters. Just save the whole group. All right. Well, I think that's it right there. So I'm gonna have that charging, which it looks like is doing. Actually, let me go to my groups. Um, Utility batteries. We'll throw that down there, and we'll just do recharge on off so that we can see. And we're already at 41%. Actually, let me 8. Yeah, so now it's charging. But yeah. So this is probably going to be just like a short episode this week because, like I said, I'm waiting to give you guys a chance to decide on what I'm going to do next week. In between episodes, I might do what I said about moving the weapons and adding the piping and the other weapons that I'm going to add to the main ship. I would definitely be piping or not piping, loading this up with all of the iron or steel sheets and stuff that I need uh, to do the the uh, the loop here. I started one leg of it, I guess you could say, which I took like 3 or 4 trips. So I'm gonna use the utility ship to finish welding all of this up. And if I remember correctly, these right here are light armor blocks. And if that is the case, yeah, they're light armor blocks. So I'm gonna probably throw some heavy armor on top of it, just like the little grids, just to give it a little bit better defense. Because I don't want that part breaking off and then leaving the whole ring behind. And then I'm gonna see about maybe encasing the decoys in those the heavy armor blocks, not the blocks, but the heavy armor plates. See how if I can get that in like its own little box of heavy armor, and if that's the case, like I think I'll be set. But I want to get like most of this welded up, uh, because these right here are heavy armor blocks. So like yeah, you can see right there, heavy armor slope. Uh, And from what I've seen with other people playing, whenever like something hits the heavy armor, it kind of like bounces off for the most part, which is what I expect to be able to see. So once I get these hooked up, uh, and then also plated up and everything, I think that will work out really nice. Because imagine hitting this and when you're shooting at it, it just bing flies off like it's nothing. Like you'll really feel like a stormtrooper then. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. We're doing a short one this week because, like I said, we want to wait to see what we're gonna continue to do. Whether I'm gonna continue working on this base and uh, piping this up and hollowing it out and maybe making transferring everything underground, or if I'm gonna go all the way to the moon. Uh, to the scouted out place that I found on the moon and just build up a proper base to where it's the like 100 miner mine shoot 100 refineries and all of that. Just do sorting for each ore and stuff like that. And just really build that up to be a solid base to operate from. Because I think the spot that I found, I have everything except for uranium. Because I did do some Googling afterwards and found out that uranium is only found on asteroids. So I don't know why I thought that it was available on the moon. Uh, but I could, like, I'm thinking about that might be something that, I mean, we're going to do it eventually either way. Uh, but yeah, I'd love your input. Do I go for the moon base now? Just load up everything I can into my incompleted ship here, or uncompleted ship. I mean, I could still fly this as is, and even throw some connectors on there to bring Dopey and the new utility miner, not miner, utility ship. That does look pretty cool. Um, but I could bring those with me and be able to use this as intended, almost as a mobile base. Kind of gives me an idea too, because like I can throw, see if I need to add more gyroscopes, because I'm sure one gyroscope is not going to be enough. I've got what, 4 batteries. Like there's no way in hell this is ready. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think I got enough room to add a second one underneath here. Yeah, I can just throw. Oh, wait, I probably could do a few. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 jump drives. Just slap one on the side of this one, and then one more on the bottom for this side, and then heavy armor this all up on the bottom. I think that's what I'll do too for the whole ship. I want to do heavy armor. I think. I feel like being a large grid ship, this is kind of still on the small side. So I'm expecting a lot of this to actually work out pretty well. Uh I'm gonna get this out, put it over there, and then one underneath. Yeah, lots of ideas to think about. But yeah, I can either continue building the ship out here, or I can take it as is and start working on the moon base. And then if I work on the moon base, like my plan is to just have refineries for everything that I have. There's plenty of materials where I scouted out, so I'd be able to find a good spot that way. But let me know in the comments what you think. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, even if it's just to tell me how terrible I am at this game, or hopefully maybe you can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like I don't understand what's changed where I can't put anything into production through the normal means. I mean, it's been working fine up until like the last episode or two, and I think I noticed it towards the end of the last episode, but I didn't do a lot of building up at that point either, so I don't know. But if you have any ideas, let me know. I'd love a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you could. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!